Hello friends, welcome to my channel Ravi Electronics for you. I wish you Happy New Year to all of you. Today I am going to show you my lab tour. Since I am an electronic hobbyist, I am having some do-yourself stuff with me, so which I used to use in my weekends for doing some projects and all. I am going to show you what all things I am having in my lab, so that you can able to notice how those all the things doing projects in my upcoming videos during my weekends. So let's start our video. In this video, in this cupboard, I have kept all my do-yourself stuff and all my electronic components and all. So generally, I have categorized like these are some my inputs, and these are my some outputs, and I'm having some displays, and I'm having some cable sections like that. So all I have segregated in some good boxes where I can able to notice what is inside. So let's start. I'm going to show you in each box what I'm having. So what things we can able to do do yourself stuff like that. So in my home, what I'm going to do these things. I'm going to show you what things I'm having in first. Then I will show you what things can be done with those things, and what are the projects we can do in future videos. In my lab, I'll be having a power supply and oscilloscopes or these things. But now we'll start with some multimeter and some soldering iron like those things. So this is a HDC multimeter where we can having up to 10 amps. So it is having all configurable like transistor. These things we can able to test it. And this is simple portable multimeter. This is from Spark Fun, and I'm having soldering iron, which is temperature controlled soldering iron, where I can able to change the temperature of the soldering. So here this is the temperature control. This is from Best, and this tip is we can able to change this tip. So these things also we can do. I'm having some different tips for different purpose of soldering. Now I'll show you what I'm having in this box. So in this box basically we can see some PCBs over here. So I'll start from this. So this is just like a power supply we can use, and if you want, if it is like configurable, we can either configure 5 volt or 3.3 volts supply here. So this can be used with the breadboard. So we can keep this device on the breadboard for the power supply. So here when I attach these two power supply lines, so this can be act like a ground, and this is the power supply positive, and with this we can configure either it is a 5 volt or 3.3 volts. So this is 5 volt or it is 3.3 volts. We can use either DC jack to give the supply, or we can use the USB type B for giving the supply. We can use simple mobile adapter also for that. So mobile adapter is having 5 volt output that can be given to this as a input. So we can get it as a 5 volt as a 5 volt and ground, or whether we can get it as a 3.3 volts and ground also. So this is very useful for all the electronic hobbyists. So I recommend this kind of PCBs for electronic hobbyists. So I'm having these two different types of PCBs, those like this, and so I'm having some touch sensor. This is a digital output touch sensor. So this is a capacitive type. When we tap on this, so it will give us as a digital output. So these types of sensors I'm having, and I'm having some bridge PCBs. So these are called as bridge PCBs, where you can able to convert QFN package 44 pin SMD to through hole parts. So this is the SMD part, and this is the surface mount part, and this is the through hole. So we can convert SMD to through hole with this kind of bridge PCBs. So this is a QFN 44, this is a QFN 48 package. So like that I'm having bridge PCBs for different package of ICs. This is for SO16, this is for TSSOP 16 package. So like that I'm having, and also I'm having this is a USB to as a header converter. Just we can say that a USB to some output converter. So whatever the pins we are getting from USB, V bus and D minus, D plus and ground, those things can be accessible externally. So this kind of also very useful during some of the do yourself stuff projects like that. So I'm having some USB to serial converters, and I'm having MSP430 microcontroller based eval kit, and I'm having some Node MCU ESP12E. So this is widely used in IoT based automation and all. So this is evaluating now, and I'm having some stuff like this, where these are the slide switches for on and off, mini slide switches. And I'm having some by the way, this is, I didn't open this, this is the SD card. Actually this is the SD card reader. So with this SD card we can able to, with this interface, SPI interface, we can read the SPI SD card. So this kind of PCB also I'm having, and I too having some battery and RTC clock based circuits also, and I'm having IR transmitters, where in a single package we can see transmitter and receiver. This kind of stuff also I'm having. Next, in this box I will show you what are things I'm having. So generally this box I will use for simple resistors and the general purpose ICs. For that kind of things I use this box. So if we start from the switches, so these are the tactile switches. So these are general purpose switches, and I'm having some DC jogs and switches over here. These are the DC jogs. So generally these things are very cheap, where you can get it for 5 rupees or 10 rupees. Sometimes you will get it in a bulk of 3 rupees also. So these things are useful. So because generally you will not get it when you need. So better to have these things in our lab. And we are having some through hole resistors, and we are having some general purpose resistors like 555 timer and op amps, and we are having some decoders and lever shifters, and we are having some kind of general purpose transistors BC548, and these things we are having. And also like potentiometer, and I'm having simple step down transformer, where 232 12 0 12, where we can get it with these 12 we can get it the 24 volts output with respect to ground, and we can get it 0 and 12 volts also. So this can be used for like applications like AC to DC converter, those things. So generally this is one kind of mini breadboard, I can say. This can be used for some time. So this is all about in this box. And in this box we are having some camera stuff. So this is a quad VGA camera. This can be used for any microcontroller we can interface. Generally we can use this for Arduino. So on upcoming video I will show you how to interface this camera with the microcontroller and how to take a photo with this camera. And I'm having world's mini barcode scanner. We can say it is barcode engine also. So this is a very small device, where you are having DSP engine over here, DSP controller, and we are having camera here. So this can be decode any barcode type. Either it can be 1D barcode or a UAN or AAN, or it is 2D barcode like a QR code or a data matrix or Aztec. Any kind of data decoder it can be. So it can be used for widely used for 1D barcode and 2D barcode. So I'm going to do a separate video with this engine, how to decode any type of barcode. So that is what I'm having in upcoming videos. So further, please subscribe to my channel, stay tuned to my channel, and click on my bell icon, so that you will get the notifications when I do any new videos. And I'm having one more stuff. This box is completely having USB cables, and you can see different variety of USB cables here. This is called USB type A to type B. And the purpose of this one, I wanted to do a separate video on this. What is the use of this type of cable, type A to type B, and having one more cable type, call it is as a USB type A to type A receptacle. This is one type of cable, and we are having one more cable type. This is a type A to type B mini, it is called, and this is called as a type B, and this is called as type B mini. And we are having this kind of mobile charger also, and we are having USB type A to it's a type B mini, and this is having a switch for the making power supply on and off. So this kind of USB cable also we are having, and I'm having some USB to serial converter. That is USB to UART converter ICs. This is having inbuilt USB to UART converter IC. That is generally FT232 like that. And here I'm also having RS232 USB converter, like that. Some cables which can be used for converting USB signals to UART. So this is completely stuffed with USB type cables. In this box I'll be having generally some connectors, general purpose connectors, these things. So you can say these are the brake strip headers, and these are the male headers, these are the female headers, and some DC jacks I'm having, and these kind of things we can use for the IC socket, and DB9 connectors, and USB type B connectors, type A receptacle connectors, and Ethernet jacks I'm having, and I'm having some clips. These can be generally used for just to hold any wire for isolation purpose. So this can be used. I'm having different color codes so that we can able to identify what type of cable we are tagged with this. And I'm having some magnets. So generally these are the different types of magnets, the different shapes I'm having. So we don't know, as an electronic hobbyist, I wanted to have these things in my lab so that if anything need of with these magnets, I can there will be no need of going out buying this again, look for these things. So generally these things in my lab, so that anything play with some Hall effect sensing, all the things, this can be used. So I'm having different shapes also. So like these are the things I'm having. Since I'm an electronic hobbyist, I wanted to do it some stuff in the weekends. Wanted to do some projects in upcoming videos also. The main intention of my channel, Ravi Electronics for You, is I wanted to make a channel between students, engineering students to industry. So students what they studied in the engineering studies or their PG studies. So just I wanted to make a bridge between those students to a industry. So what they have studied, how it is in industry, how these things, whatever they studies is going to be used in industry, and how to simulate this stuff, how to understand the actual electronics, how to understand the project concepts, how to do the project, and how to simulate the circuit. So these things I wanted to make students to understand. I wanted to make upcoming engineers to understand. I wanted to make upcoming electronic hobbyists like me, so that they can understand the electronics from the basic level. So so because of that I kept this channel. So please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon, so that any upcoming videos you will not miss with my upcoming projects also. Thank you for subscribing, and wish you happy new year once again. Thank you.